Welcome back to another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25. Well, we are nearing the end of May. Our Mariners are up 3.5 games over the Astros, up 11 on the Rangers. The rest of the American League West, outside of us in Houston, have really gotten off to bad starts this year. And we're doing it behind, a lot of great pitching and just enough offense, to be frank. So far here, when it comes to runs, we are currently 15th. So we've got a league average offense when it comes to scoring runs, but then you come over here to team ERA. We are first by almost 0.4 when it comes to ERA. So that's been a major plus. It's been absolutely by far the driving factor. And today we are going to be playing a game against the Minnesota Twins here at home. And we're going to be throwing our ace, George Kirby, 5-1, sub-3 ERA. They're at 2.8. He's been really good. Hopefully we can continue with the success that we have had with some other guys. We're going to be rocking the City Connect jerseys. I do like these jerseys. I kind of wish they had maybe something different than the black pants, but certainly is not terrible either. So we'll do regional network. Oop, I need to make sure we're doing quick counts. There we go. Rocking with Kirby. I think maybe using, we're going against a righty. I think maybe swapping Rayleigh out here, trying to try out Canzone here again as the DH. Maybe Shenton playing a little bit more first base. He's been better than Rayleigh has for sure, so at least kind of debating trying to make a move to get him out of the lineup. We'll keep Polanco up there. We'll keep everything the same. Keep Crawford down here on the low end. He's been really good. Probably time to move him back up the lineup, 832 OPS, but I do kind of like using him as that table setter for the top of the lineup there again. And yeah, Canzone hits okay against righties here, so we'll thought about maybe moving Crawford there. We'll keep things going here, but again, we are at 36-19. Minnesota's been pretty good this year, 29-27. Looks like their batting averages are just okay. I know Buxton is having a pretty solid season, and yeah, we'll kind of take a peek at everybody else as they come up. But our Seattle Mariners, I am recording these kind of in bunches, obviously, with the game coming out. So I'm, at this point, like 2 weeks out as far as the episode going up on YouTube. I have adjusted some of the sounds for the game, trying to turn that down a little bit. This will be the first game seeing that, so hopefully we know a little more and make sure it's sounding good. Looks like from our farm report, Cole Young is still doing decent. Probably time to move Emerson up. Wanted to make sure he got some of that automatic development. Cole Young up to 14th in all of baseball as far as prospects are concerned. Arroyo, of course, has been really good, but has been battling that injury. Ford is really struggling. 717 OPS isn't terrible, though. It's hitting for power. Montez is still hitting. And yeah, got some lower end guys down here at single A. But yeah, we're ready to get things going here. Let's see how Seattle keeps things rolling here. Again, Kirby, #1 pitcher on the team, opening day starter, has been pretty good this year. Again, not striking out a ton of people, but also avoiding walks. I'm going to open things up here with a 1-1 count against Willie Castro. We are underway here. He tries to drop down a bunt, but it goes foul. 1-2 count now. Got a good chance with Kirby to maybe get a strikeout. Not a bad curveball. Found a little too much of that middle of the plate. And we get a swing and miss there. Fastball on the outside. Castro strikes out. Kirby's first of the day. Good way to get us started. Good, nice pitch in there. We got Jose Miranda. 1-1 count to start things off. Slider there on the edge. Dylan Moore playing a good third base there. Get to see Shenton for the first time there at first. If he thinks, if he looks like he ends up being able to handle that, that might be a way to get Rayleigh kind of off the field. Correa's had a solid season, 776 OPS, 5 homers, 19 RBIs. See if Kirby can go 3 up, 3 down. It is a full count here with 2 outs. Try this curveball here. Get him to swing and miss. Probably should be able to throw him out at first, and he does, barely. Almost a wild throw there, but shouldn't be able to bring it in. So 3 up, 3 down with 2 strikeouts there for Kirby to get the day started. And we will be facing Bailey Ober. The record obviously is not great, but record is not the be-all, end-all. The ERA has been pretty solid. Strikeout rate is very low, but so is the walk rate. So not expecting a lot of Ks here for Ober, but he does start here with a 2-2 count against Robles, who is still continuing to have a pretty good season here for us. And Ober's going to get a strikeout to get things going. 83-mile-an-hour slider up and away. Jorge Polanco, of course, has been excellent. 12 strikeouts. Ober gets a call there. 12 home runs, 821 OPS. Could use a little bit better average, but a 332 on-base percentage with that pop is rock solid. But it's 2 strikeouts to start the day here. Polanco kind of got cheated on that first pitch. 1-1 count here for Rodriguez. He's going to hit that ball pretty hard, but gets under it. Fly out to center. Julio got a pitch to hit. We didn't hit it, so 3 up, 3 down on both sides. 2 good pitching staffs with less than stellar offenses certainly makes you think this could be a potentially very, very quick game. See what Kirby's got going here. Down and away. 3-1. Again, he does not strike out a lot. There's a guy in Royce Lewis, though, that can really pack a punch. Excuse me, I mean, Kirby doesn't walk a lot of people. He does get that pitch over. It'll be a full count here. Go back to the slider, and we're going to get the call. We're probably going to have to swing a little bit more in this game. Pitchers are getting calls here early. Kirby has 3 strikeouts. He is really dealing here early on. Trying to get Byron Buxton. 1-1 count.
Ball.
Again, we takes a curveball, but he does not. Back to that slide piece. Hung that slider. Crawford cannot grab it there. Tried to dive and cut that one off. Doubt he'd have been able to throw Buxton out from the ground there anyway, but a hard hit. Slider got way too much of the plate there. Now it's a 1-1 count here against Trevor Larnach. Hitting 249. That ball is absolutely peppered. Sinker getting way too much of the zone there. Kirby can get him a chase. He does not. Surprised Buxton didn't go on that.
No.
Oh, did not get the call there.
Full count.
Somehow he managed to not swing at that. Let's just sinker away. Got a nice sinker there. Crawford is going to sneak under his glove. Buxton trying to go to third. He's going to get there. Ball was hit just hard enough to get through the infield, just soft enough for Buxton to be able to get to third. It's Kirby with some control. Not massive problems, but did hang that slider. That's a good sinker. Larnach just put a good bat on the ball there. Harrison Bader, not a great hitter. He is going to get a single, though. First is going to round up. They're going to try to get the third on him. Throw is wild. Okay. 1-0 lead here for the Twins. Kirby not having his best stuff here with the slider in particular. Eduardo Julian.
Ball 2.
1 count on him. Now Kirby does not have a lot of confidence in really anything. Got him to swing at that sinker, thankfully. Back door the slider.
Full count.
Not get the call. Does a nice job of laying off of that. Throw the fastball by him. He does. Pop it away. Rosarena can't get over there. Come on. Good curveball from Kirby. Gets a big strikeout there with a runner at third base. 4 strikeouts among his 5 outs. And now the Twins are doing a nice job. When they put the ball in play, they are getting some
Ball,
damage.
that's too
That's
low.
a good pitch there. Kirby, but he did not get the call.
Ball.
Now you're looking at a 3-1 count. Not going to that splitter yet.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Do not get the call, so it's a walk. Bases are loaded, 2 outs here. Top of the second. It's not been a great start here from Kirby. See if he can settle in. It's a swing and miss there. 1-2 count. Big pitch. Gonna get him to roll over on it. Blanco is gonna play it up. Out. Gets it over to first base. So Kirby gets into trouble. Does give up a run there. But able to shut down the rest of it there and hold that to a 1-0 lead. 1-1 count here. So Ober doesn't throw super hard. You gotta lay back a bit. Oh, that's a good pitch to hit. Raleigh just a little bit out in front of it. Pops it up. Still waiting on Raleigh to fully blossom here into his power. Dominic Canzoni here is getting an opportunity for a couple of extra at-bats here over the past couple of episodes. See if he can find a way to be a producer. Hitting in the 5-hole today. Fouls that one away. It's going to be a 1-2 count. He does have power there from the left side. Good piece of hitting. And Ober's no-hit bid is over. 4 outs into the game. Rosa Reyna starting to heat up as of late. Got the average up. OPS at 730. 1-1 count. Oh, good cutter there on the outside. He flies that to center. Be 2 outs here. Runner on first. Austin Shenton, 662 OPS, 3 homers, 2-1 count.
Ball.
3-1 count. Got Dylan Moore coming up behind him. Like to at least get to Moore. That way if Moore does get out, you do have Crawford starting off the next inning, and it is going to be a walk here for Shenton. Hold on 1 second. Now we do have 2 runners on here for Dylan Moore with 2 outs. Might get down. And it does. Going to be an RBI single here for Dylan Moore. Did not get a good swing on that. But both teams finding a way to get some runs on the board here in the second inning. Yeah, just found the grass. Sometimes that's all that matters. Now we got J.P. Crawford, who is definitely heating up. 9 homers, 832 OPS.
Drive.
Be a 1-2 count now. Didn't lay off that fastball.
Ball. No.
2-2 count. Try to go right back to that fastball. Come on, JP.
Full count.
3-2 count. Ober's not the type to really struggle with walks. Oh, I got a little out in front of that with Crawford. I should have been one to try to hit the other way. Instead, ends up pulling it into the air. But it is Dylan Moore who ties up the game, able to get the 2-out hit. Nice job from Shenton to get the walk there as well. To get to Moore. Pitch there from Kirby. 1-2 count. There we go. Get the strikeout here, Miranda. Looking at Carlos Correa. Back up again, 1-2.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 1-1 count.
1-2.
Now that slider's starting to work a little bit. Would like to get that a little farther down.
Ball.
Kirby can start getting his off-speed stuff in better spots. That would really help. Go back with a fastball up and in. They're going to get him to pop it up. Moore's going to be there. Arouse it. Angels willing to discuss trades involving Taylor Ward. Could be something to take a look at. Is interdivision. Don't really like to do that. If it's something we can maybe make work, and he's having a good year. Kirby below the zone. 2-1 count here to Lewis. Fastball, he smokes it. But it is foul. Curveball gets him to chase. So Kirby, strikeout pitch is definitely working for him. Another good inning there for him. Another strikeout here for Robles. Ober's just a little bit slower than what I'm accustomed to. That was a cutter as well. Blanco does a nice job fouling that one off. Still a 1-2 count. Oh, they're going to say I went. Ball in the dirt. Ober gets another strikeout. That will bring up Julio. Average has dipped below 300. Still a 920 OPS. Going through a bit of a dry spell here. Still having an excellent season.
Ball off the plate.
Ooh, that's a tough take with 2 strikes. 2-2 count.
Ball.
3-2 count.
Full count.
See if Julio can do some damage here. Oh, gets a pitch to hit. Cutter. Just a little out in front of it. 110 off the bat. 3-2 count still with 2 outs. Ball is just going to be a lazy fly ball to right field. That'll be the end of the third. Score holding at 1.
Leading off with a twin, the center fielder, number 25.
Mariners look at that starting rotation. First in innings pitched, ERA, whip. Fourth in hits per 9. Second in strikeouts, and first in walks. Group has just been excellent so far this year. That ball is peppered. Rosarena able to get under it though. Game was starting to move right along after the second inning. Took a little time. Pitch there. Gets him to chase a slider way out of the zone. Crawford over first. He's out. 2 up, 2 down here for Kirby. Harrison Bader, who did have that RBI single a couple of innings ago. It's a 1-1 count. Get the fastball by him on the inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now you obviously go slider away.
Ball 2.
Doesn't swing at it, so nice job of holding back there for Bader. Breaking ball again on the outside.
Full count.
And he holds back. Now it's a 3-2 count. Go back to that fastball. Does not get it by him, and Bader hits it hard. Robles does not get there. End up being a triple for Bader, it looks like, and he does. He slides in safe. That fastball got a little bit more of the plate than Kirby wanted it with 2 outs. Bader gets a triple. Yeah, pretty much a dead down the middle fastball. 1-1 count here now from Kirby. Big moment. Going to get them to ground out to third base, and Kirby avoids the trouble after the 2-out triple from Bader. Got 2 hits so far. So nice work. Kyle Raleigh still stuck on 4 homers. That OPS down to 669. Not hitting for pop.
Ball.
2-1 count. Raleigh does not have a hit off of Ober in his career. That ball is smoked and he pulls it foul. Raleigh has had pitches to hit in both of his at-bats.
Full count.
Come on. Oh, got another pitch to hit and he's going to get under it. A hanging slider. Raleigh just a little off right now.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic.
Come on, Kansas. That's a good pitch to hit too. Just missing it right now. I like hands-on swing. This might be more of a all-the-time fixture here. Maybe getting him in that DH, see if he can get things rolling from there.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Randy Arozarena.
Ball 3.
3-1. There we go, as Randy Arozarena gets a lot of that pitch and hits it out. The Mariners take their first lead of the game. A big fly there for Arozarena. Puts it in the seats. That is his 9th homer of the year. Big drive there. Really nice swing. Got a pitch to hit. Ober's had a couple of pitches to hit here in this inning. It's Arozarena is the first one to get a hold of one of those. Love to see it. Yeah. Now shitting up with 2 outs.
Ball.
2-1 count now. Got to get shitting off that 666 OPS. A little out in front of the changeup. They've worked counts against Ober pretty solidly here. So the next one will be his 72nd pitch. Still in the 4th.
Ball.
3-2.
Full count.
Jim has already drawn a walk today. On base up to 318. It's a good pitch to hit. Shouldn't get enough of it. He did. Austin Shinton trying to take this first base job. Gets a lot of that one and gets it out. Nice swing there from Shinton. That is what we like to see. 3-1 lead now. Didn't know if he was going to get quite enough of that one. Almost got robbed by Buxton out there, but it does find the bleachers. Out is Dylan Moore, who knocked in the first run of the game for the Mariners. It'll be a 1-2 count. Ober has not had the best inning here. I'm going to try to go with that curveball on the outside.
Ball 2.
Down to a 185 average. Wish Cole Young was a year or two further in his development. He would be up. That is a strikeout for Dylan Moore. It'll be Crawford leading off the next inning, but 2 homers there from Arozarena and from Austin Shinton. Give the Mariners a 3-1 lead. Kirby's going to start off at the bottom of the order here against Diego Cartaya. Does not have his first hit of the season. Slider on the outside. Gets into chase. 7th strikeout there for Kirby. Try to lay down the bunt. Will Raleigh get to it? He does. Castro just got no real movement on that bunt there. Second one he's trying to get down today. First one went foul. That one is fair. Now it's up to Jose Miranda,
2-1.
Try to keep this inning going. That is a dead down the middle fastball. Okay. Be a single from Miranda. Kirby did not hit his spot there. Ooh, nice splitter. I haven't seen a lot of those from him today. Way a little bit out in front. Back to the well with the slider. Rolls over it more, over to first base. Oh, he actually threw it wide, but Shenton grabs it and tags Correa out as he passes by. Shenton having a nice day over there. Big time play after hitting the home run the inning before. Good to see that. We're going to start off with a 2-2 count here for J.P. Crawford. Fouls that one away. Little circle change. Oh, that was a good pitch to hit. Two still.
Full count.
3-2 now. Got a chance to draw a walk. Chance to get a hittable pitch. Got a hittable pitch. Just fouled it off. A little too early. Ober has had the Mariners a little off kilter with his velocity, and Crawford hits this one down the line, and it's going to go into the bleachers. The third straight episode, J.P. Crawford has hit one into the bleachers. The Mariners getting some big moments from some of their guys here. Love to see that. Big time hit. Really good swing. Got around on that one and pulled it. Gets the job done.
Number 44.
Now we do see Cole Sands is now out to replace Ober. He throws harder, so we get Robles to roll over that one on the 1-2 count.
He's out.
Across the diamond. Robles not having a great day. 4-1 lead for the Mariners, though. Blanco is up, so 1-1 count. Fouls off a dead down the middle fastball. Baseball's a weird sport. You can get pitches to hit and then just not be able to quite get there. Can Polanco beat that out? He cannot. So Julio's going to come up with nobody on again. It's going to be a 3-2 count. Come on. Need to get Julio in the hit column here.
I-3.
Chase a cutter below the zone. A little change of velocity there off the heater. J.P. Crawford, though, does extend Seattle's lead with the big fly. Kirby's still working. This is 99th, or excuse me, this is 100th pitch. Stamina definitely starting to get there. Probably should work on bringing in a lefty. Get Salceda up. If Kirby can get, he can get quickly through this inning. Might be nice. Good play there from Moore. Gets Lewis out. Yeah, Bucks is having a solid season. 800 OPS, 7 homers, 38 RBIs. Ooh, really good sinker there from Kirby.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kirby not getting to chase the fastball. Know that Kirby is starting to get tired out there at this point. Gets him to chase the curveball. It's going to be a big play there for Raleigh. Gets it done.
He's out.
So another strikeout there for Kirby. That is his 8th. Can you get one more out and get through this 6th inning? Barnick is actually hitting for pop, obviously, against righties, but hitting better for average against lefties. Going to leave Kirby out there. This will be his last batter. 1-1 count. 1-2 now.
1-2. Hard.
Big time curveball, and Kirby is going to end it on a strikeout. Excellent pitching there. Mariners hold the lead, and Kirby's day is done with the middle of that order coming up again. Bottom of the 6th, 4-1 lead here for Seattle. Fouled away for Raleigh.
Two-two.
2-2. Yeah, just looking for a little juice out of Raleigh. Really, yet I can deal with the average and on-base percentage. Just really trying to find some extra base hits. He is going to get a hit to slide through here. So far, has not been able to find the launch angle this year. Can zone. It's a 2-1 count. Runner on first.
Ball, no.
3-1. Good eye there.
Two.
Ooh, good pitch there on the cutter on the outside.
High.
Oh, I guess the slider, or I guess the cutter passed him there. Strikeout there is too late on the cutter.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy went deep in
One
his
ball,
last at bat.
2
Got a
strikes.
little happy swing in there. A little early on the splitter.
High. 3.
There's another strikeout. Sands coming back after that strikeout of or the single to Raleigh. A couple of strikeouts. Here's Shinton, who went deep in his last at bat too. Shinton pops this one up.
Ball.
Ball on the inside. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on here. Shinton smokes it right to the first baseman, though. The Twins get lucky there, and we do see Taylor Salcedo come out. He has not been great. 8.1 ERA, probably the weakest pitcher we have had thus far. Strikeout rate has been horrendous. Everybody is hitting him. He comes up against Bader, who is 2 for 2 with a single and a triple today.
Ball.
Throws that one wide. It's going to be a 2-2 count. Really trying to work on his confidence. If we can't get him going, see if we get this change just below the zone. Actually hangs the changeup, but it catches Bader off guard. Salcedo gets a strikeout there. Julian. I don't know if that's Julian or Julian, how you say that last name. One-two count. That ball's hit well. Rosarena's under it though. Brings it in. Diego Cartaya.
No. Outside.
Is he a rookie? He is a rookie. Still looking for his first hit in the majors.
3-1.
3-1 count. He may get an opportunity here. Just try that circle change again. Actually behind on the circle change. And he does get his first major league base hit. 3-2 count. Hits it between the first and second baseman. Good piece of hitting there. We'll let that play out. Cartaya with first major league hit. Good piece of hitting there too. Finally gets off the snide. Now Willie Castro with his 230 average up at the plate. Oh, I need to get somebody up just in case they start getting a little out of hand. Come on.
Ball.
He is just not throwing strikes really right here. 3-1. Really nice curveball there. Gets him to chase. 3-2. Fastball. Oh, good piece of hitting there again. Runners at first and third.
The batter, the first baseman, is a Miranda.
We did okay. I'm going to put Thornton in here, though. Runners on first and third. 1-1 count. Thornton hangs the sweeper, but it gets hit right to Julio. That one worked out to perfection. Mariners maintain that same lead. Put some of these guys up right here just in case. I know they're a little tired. It's going to be a base hit up the middle for Dylan Moore.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, JP.
1-1 now. J.P. Crawford has gone deep in this one. Oh, got another good slider to hit there. 1-2 count. Try to go with that one there. Moore's got enough speed and stealing ability there. 1-2 count. Just focus on Crawford here. Should not swung at that one. That kind of funky delivery with a 96-mile-an-hour sinker is tough. Oh, and then comes back with that slider, and Crawford swings through it there. 2 hittable sliders in that at bat. Crawford just a little bit out in front, though. That time he throws that one by Robles. He's just not Victor's day. Flies out to first there.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jorge.
1-1 count here for Polanco.
Runner!
Good pitch, but Moore's going to get in for a steal. So it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Polanco can find grass. Moore might be able to score here. Polanco has to foul that one off. That sinker is tough on the outside.
Ball 2.
Of the zone. 2-2. 2 outs. Runner on second. Oh my goodness, the slider. Guys are just out in front of the slider, but it's been very hittable. Fouls out and away. It's a good sinker. A little early. We calm down just a half. That's a great slider. Thought it was going to be that sinker again. That slider comes back over the plate.
The shortstop, Correa.
Going to leave Thornton out there.
He rides.
Good pitch there. That sweeper is lethal. 1-2 count. Get him back on the inside. 96 on the black. Correa strikes out. Bad day for Carlos. Not been a good day for Royce Lewis either. He's always just 1 pitch away, though. There he goes. Gets in a little base hit. Not a bad sweeper there at all. We'll go back to it here.
No.
We'll get the call. Okay. Try to tunnel it with that fastball. 2-2 count now. Sinker down and in. Gets that one on the ground. Can they turn 2? It's a speedster. They do not. Austin's got wheels. quite able to get through them that way. We have. Worth bringing. I'll bring Spire in here against the lefty Lornick. He's hitting better against lefties, but the stats certainly tell you otherwise. 1-1 count with 2 outs.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Come on, 3-1. Maybe bringing you in, walk him. There, that's a good piece of hitting there down the left field line. The Rosarena can't cut it off. That's definitely going to score Buxton. We'll give it the old college try anyway, but he does it standing up. Spire is not hitting his pitches, forced to throw one there for a strike. Lornick with a great hit. 2-run lead. Not a good circle change there. That's a 1-2 count. Fastball out and away. Spire's able to get out of the inning there, thankfully. Trevor Lornick is able to shorten that lead just a little bit here. Twins have actually out-hit the Mariners. The Mariners just have found the stands 3 times.
Tie.
Munoz up and ready. Annie Colombe not throw hard. Almost got the cutter bias. 1-2 count here for Julio. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that'll be another strikeout. So not a great day for the top of the order here. Raleigh did get a hit in his last at bat. Still top 10 in the American League in walks. That cutter got just a hair farther inside. If that's any more out on the plate, that might be a homer. Raleigh strikes out. Mariners have been a little jumpy with the bat. Timing has not been excellent. Not bad timing there. 1-2. This is where Canzone is going to struggle, is going to be against these lefties. See if he can find something to hit, though. He hits that one hard. So he's hit the ball hard today. He's looked pretty good. Andres Munoz, though, coming in to try to close this one out. Munoz has been excellent. Sub-2 ERA. Going to get things started. Flying out to left. That did not even, the bat did not even make a sound there on my end. Maybe it did in the recording. 1-1 count. Diego Cartaya got his first major league hit in his last at bat, looking for his first extra base hit there, but Robles quickly under it. Munoz is 1 out away, giving the Mariners another win here. It's an outstanding sinker. 3-2 count. Munoz below the zone. Has to try to go with it. Fastball up.
Full count.
3-2. Trying to backdoor this slider. Oh, it's a good slider. Good piece of hitting from Castro. Getting it right here.
That's a foul ball.
Slider below the zone. Fouls it off again. Come on. Throws the fastball by him at 101, and the Mariners get the job done here in this one. Get the victory. Nice job there. Certainly the offense a little lackluster. I was a little out in front on pretty much everything. Thankfully, we did hit 3 homers. Only had 7 hits the whole game. Got a really good performance out of Kirby. That second inning was a little iffy there, but we're able to get it done. Just 5 hits and 1 walk. So 6 base runners allowed during those 6 innings. We're starting to get on over, but yeah, they kind of threw me a mix. Had their second guy that came out there threw pretty hard. Sands, I believe it was him that threw pretty hard. Maybe it was Topa though. And they had a couple of funky delivery. One of those guys was really funky delivery there as well, and then brought out another slower in velocity pitcher. But did get homers from Arozarena, Crawford, and Shenton. And I would say got a nice performance out of the bullpen. Thornton did end up giving up a run, but he has been excellent so far this year. Salcedo, was good to see him largely pitch pretty good. Yeah, the Mariners get another victory here. Keep rolling. Then we got one more game here in the month of May. We'll go over stats and everything for everybody. Then we'll do a little bit of simulating into June. So we will get through May. Oh, yeah. Really sucks for his development. Ooh, do get another win there. 6-1 over the Twins. Let's take a look. Byron Buxton hit a home run off of us, but Julio really responded. Had a tough day for us, but a 2-for-3 day with a walk, home run, double, 3 ribs. Arozarena with 2 RBIs himself. Did strike out twice, so not a great day for Dylan Moore. Rayleigh took that benching personal, looks like, with 2-for-4 day, so nice job from him. Did get stolen bases from Canzone and Bliss. Bliss seems to be doing well in the sim. Only hitting 200, but it seems like every time I scroll down here, he's doing at least a little bit of something. So Canzone got a stolen base, but did not get a hit. So his average is now down to 203. Okay, another great performance there from Gilbert. Let's look at our scouting right quick, and then we'll kind of go around the league. This is the way I'm going to do it at the end of every month, kind of giving you guys a look. Adrian Ramirez taking a nice little jump up here as an 18-year-old. Move up to our 12th prospect. Looks like a good defender. Looks like a guy that's really going to hit. So hopefully these are kind of staying true. Probably will leave him there. Let's take a look. We should be done with the East, if I'm not mistaken now, for these starting pitchers. He's still not done. Golly. We did already start on the international prospects, so probably we'll just leave that as is. Certainly think we're going to have we're going to have pitchers that we like in the later rounds. That's just kind of how this seems to work. Like, I really like a guy like Martin Diaz. Should be a guy that in 2 or 3 years feel pretty comfortable being a 22-year-old. Maybe not a whole lot of upside there, but should be playable pretty quickly. But yeah, we'll keep some of these East guys are done. That's kind of weird. It feels like that a lot of the times you'd get these all kind of scout at the same progression, I guess. Maybe it's something wrong with my scout doing that. We're not completely done with a lot of these East pitchers. Are starting to work, though, on the international guys. A lot of these East guys are done, though. So that'll probably be enough for that. Then we'll start working with international. So we will swap him to international. Now I want to see, do I want to swap this? Can we find another hitter that's worth taking a look at, maybe in like that 30th range? Somewhere in that second round would be nice to find another guy. Manuel DaCosta. Looks like he really would be a power hitter without being a terrible bat. 21 years old, that overall could be bad, though. If it's a little bit closer to like that mid-60s, he's a guy that you could probably work with. But if he comes in at a 50 overall, at 21 years old, he's pretty much not going to be a player for you. I don't think I'd ever see him in the series. So we'll pause on him. Second baseman Julio Asuncion. We're really good. That's kind of the problem, is we're really good here in up the middle, at least with guys that I like. Now, he may be a higher end prospect. Looks like the bat is going to be good. Got the chance of being a power, having at least above league average pop. Defense looks pretty good, so that's another guy to pay attention to there. So we got DaCosta, we got Asuncion here. Maybe want to look a little bit lower. We got like Jason Fisher. Nothing really there that excites me other than he could be pretty solid on defensively. Third baseman John Hill. Looks like he could really be a guy that hits lefties. Power could be okay. Could be a decent all-around hitter with a decent enough glove. 18 years old. That could also be a very, very low overall player. Same for Bautista, dude. So right now, like as you kind of get to these later rounds, what I end up doing most of the time is just going after, pitchers. That seems to be kind of the formula here. Yeah. Okay. No real third baseman that's overly standing out. Pedro Cairo. Looks like a glove first guy. I mean, he could just be a super low overall. I mean, that's the problem. Tim Hansen, 20-year-old out of Cal. Stick actually doesn't look that. He actually looks fairly solid. Looks like the glove could be really good. Probably a guy that. Let's take a. I kind of like taking a look at Hansen here, to be honest with you. 20 years old. I mean, even if you take the low end of his present, that's not awful trying to work with to start off with. And he's very likely to be better than a 57 overall. It's just that you're not going to have a whole lot of potential coming from him. He'd be more of a big leaguer type, but maybe is not great. He could really end up getting the 81 overall, but I don't know. We'll come back to that. Brett Rios, 22 years old. Potential is low end. He looks like a guy that's going to be pretty solid right now, though. He's a hitter. He is pretty much a pure hitter at 5'8", 159. Not very fast. Could be decent speed, though. Looks like not a lot of glove. He seems like a guy that's almost worth like not scouting because you're kind of getting what you get. It's a 4-year senior, 22 years old. You see the potential is not great. They're kind of going to overlap. He's the kind of guy that the computer drafts and then he ends up starting for a major league team pretty much as a first-year player. Pretty much is what he is, but if that's kind of his window, that's not a bad player though. Torero. Looks okay. Chip Moody has some really high range potential here. He's up a little bit on our side of things. Just worry he ends up being more of like a 60 overall with like 70 potential. He might be interesting though. That's the things you can't scout with so many of these guys. You just can't. Only so much you can do. We ended up not really liking Ray Burns, a guy that pretty much fell out. Now, he's a guy that I would probably be interested in if he came back around to maybe that pick 34. You just don't know whether or not he's going to get there. Rocker, we feel pretty good about. I think he's going to be a B potential guy that's a mid-60s. Not a super high-level guy. I think that if you're going for the shooting for the moon, I think you're looking at Morehouse is the player here. But even then, you're really hoping for that 91, 92 potential. But that, he got a dangerous combo of talent there. Tomas Feliz, still have not really taken a look at him. Lefty. We need to take a look at Feliz. I feel like he's a guy that's moved up into our top 10. Probably take a look at him there. We'll leave Ramirez. Let's give it another week. If that shrinks a little bit where he looks like he may be at least a 60 overall with still good potential, I think I'd be very excited to maybe take a chance at him there. So we will finalize that. Take just a quick look around baseball. The Mariners, we are obviously leading the West here. See how long the recording has been so far. At 54 minutes. Okay, so we can maybe get another week or two into this. White Sox still leading the way in the wild card in the American League. Tigers are up in the Central. Been a very bad year for the Guardians. Royals have still been solid. Yankees and Orioles and Rays playing well there. Red Sox and Blue Jays are really struggling. The Blue Jays about to be losing a lot of players. Braves, Mets, Pirates, Diamondbacks are your top teams here in the NL wild card. Dodgers beginning to pull away there. Diamondbacks are up at the end of April. They're starting to kind of round into form here, it looks like. Cubs are up in the Central. Phillies up in the East by 5.5, so they're playing really well there so far. We'll take a pretty quick look at the leaders here in stats. Average, those are your top 5. Henderson leading the way. Hits, Bo Bichette leading the way there. Henderson right behind him. Doubles, Henderson, Vlad, Buxton, Pena, Duran. Triples, Bobby Witt. What's his overall season looking like? Pretty solid. Okay. Home runs, Chisholm. Got Julio there. Got 3 guys for the Yankees. Wow. Okay. Ooh, Giancarlo is hurt. Ooh, something I didn't mention. Somebody torn calf out for 2 months. Who is it? Somebody is out for a while. Maybe it's Ramirez. I'll take a quick glance around the injuries. There's somebody that got hurt and is out for the year in here that I did not notice until later, until after I was just goofing around, not recording. Julio's near the top there in RBIs. Runs, Julio's at 3rd there. Robles leading the way in stolen bases in the American League. OPS leader is Henderson. Julio does sneak into the top 10 there. Okay. Wins. No Mariners here in the top 10. George Kirby's tied. Okay. And Brian Wu, I saw that. Max Fried still has not lost. Got a couple guys here at the top for steals. ERA. Got Brian Wu is 5th. Castillo is 7th. Nobody else in the top 10. Let's do strikeouts. Gilbert is in the top 5. That's kind of shocking. Brian Wu is in the top 10 there as well. So nice job from those 2 guys. Then pitching war. Brian Wu currently leading the American League pitching war. Kirby also makes the top 10, and Castillo makes the top 10. So that's really cool. Julio right now is the 2nd most valuable player in the American League behind Henderson, who is just outstanding. We're getting some nice boosts here, it looks like, from Julio there as well. Yeah, he's really progressing well so far. Got nobody else in the top 10 offensively. National League guy Jung Ho Lee is leading the way there in batting average. Okay. Hits, Trey Turner. Doubles, Trey Turner. Ellie having a good year, it looks like. He's always somebody I worry about on these games just because of that low plate vision, of how well he actually ends up playing in the sim. But he's having a really solid year there, leading in triples. Soto and Olsen leading the way with homers. Lindor right behind them. RBIs, Bohm, Soto, Tovar having a nice year. Okay. Runs, Olsen leading the way. Stolen bases is Shohei Ohtani. He is not pitching well at all. A 5.32 ERA. The bat is certainly down from where it was last year, but 9 homers, 21 stolen bases, still not terrible there at all. OPS, Soto, Lindor, Yelich, Olsen, and Bride. Paul Skeens still leading the way there in wins. Got Strahm leading the way with saves. Skeens leading the way with ERA. Zach Wheeler. Out for just a little bit there. Okay. Innings pitched. Skeens leading the way there as well. He is easily distancing himself in WAR. Very likely to be a Cy Young contender. Lindor having an outstanding season there as well. How is there the injured list? Obviously, Santos is out for the rest of the year for us. Arroyo is he's done for a lot of the year. There was somebody, like a big name player. Let's see if I see who it is. Mookie Betts, torn MCL. That's who it was. Out for the year. Only played 27 games. Was not great. 32 years old. He's at least still progressing, which is nice. But yeah, it's definitely sucks for the Dodgers there. That was the name though that I was looking for. Take a look at what's going on here. Mastrobuoni had a horrible month of May. Austin Kitchen was not great. Troy Taylor, not great. Hogan Windish had a good month. Ernie Schaefer had a solid month. Pomerantz, great month. Take a look at how some of these prospects are developing. So Emerson, still in single A. I want to make sure we get the really good development, the guaranteed development out of him this year. Again, I see him as like a future catalyst for this offense. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Arroyo is hurt. Cole Young struggling. Developing a little bit, though, which is good. He's developing for the most part, just that power and vision down a little bit. Would like to have him up by the time he's 23. Arroyo is obviously hurt. Celestine developing pretty solidly there. Montez should be having some good development. He is having some good development. Would like to get him. He's a 79 potential. We'll certainly hope that would crack 80. I think he's a guy that's going to play for us, though, down the line. And I guess I forgot to mention this whenever I was breaking down the team. Jarangelo Sichanti? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name. He is, if I'm not mistaken, he throws from both sides. I don't know how that would work in the game, but he throws from with his left hand, lefty and a righty. So, which is really cool. He's getting some solid development. Don't really know what his odds are of being a player for us down the line, but let's do a little simulating here. Probably get through. Ooh. Mason Miller gets traded to the Tigers for Gleyber Torres, Kevin McGonigal. Solid prospect. For a closing pitcher, I don't mind that at all. Just a one-year deal there from Torres. He's having a really solid year. Hopefully the Athletics can keep him. Got a guy there that can maybe play a little shortstop for you. Him and Wilson, see who battles it out. Miller's not been great, so okay. A little trade action. Orioles win that one. Mariners win that one. Get smoked there. Get through these first two games. We beat the Angels in game 1 and beat them in game 2. We'll take a look at what happened in these wins. Robles and Julio with homers in this one. Good start from Miller. Bullpen was really good. Did Kirby blow up here? Kirby did blow up, and Hancock blew up behind him. Still, obviously, both of them having great years. Trent Thornton gave up a run, too. One of those days. Get a 3-2 victory here. Julio and Rayleigh getting homers. How's Rayleigh? What's his average up to? Just 185, golly. Gilbert was great. Bullpen was pretty good. Snyder did give up a run there. 9-4 here. No homers. 3 hits, 2 RBIs from Garver. Crawford had a couple of RBIs. A lot of different guys with RBIs. Bliss also had 2 hits as well. Julio had a stolen base along with Bliss at the same time. Had 3 errors, though. Woo. Only gave up 1 earned run in this one, so he was really good there. Again, the bullpen was excellent. Back to scouting. Tomas Feliz moving up. Okay. So lefty-lefty, that overall could still be really, really low. The upside is not like, for me to go after an 18-year-old, there got to be some, I got to feel really good that upside is really there. I think his upside is more of a good hitter with potential to be a really good power hitter against righties with a good glove, maybe good speed. I mean, he may be better than what I'm thinking he's going to be. Adrian Ramirez moving up, 18 years old, okay. It looks like he is really going to hit. 5'10", 207, that's worth keeping an eye on. We'll just keep the same thing there. Getting really close to the draft. So that's not great while you're still trying to decide where you really want to go. Simulate past this one. Do sweep the Angels. Nice job there. Arroyo's still out for 3 to 4 weeks. Lose the first 2 there. Simulate it. So we sweep the Angels and then get swept by Arizona. Now we have got this. Probably going to be the end of the episode here. Might end up going to the Cubs. We'll kind of decide here. I don't really feel like playing Cleveland at home. We played a bunch of games at home. Today's data set scouting assignments. We have had a dreadful week. 5-1 record. We're still 6.5 games up though in the division, so at least doing well from that perspective. All right, so we're back to scouting again. Felice has moved all the way up to third. He's not my third prospect. He's not my third guy. I respect it. And Adrian Ramirez has moved up to our top prospect, and I do not mind it. He looks like a guy that's going to hit pretty quickly. Like, if he's on the higher end of some of this to start off, he's a guy that could hit righties almost out of the gate. All right. Okay. I actually like that. Give us a guy with a bona fide bat. Not crazy about taking the first baseman, but he can play right field. Would be a decent enough athlete to maybe play out there. He is our top prospect right now, though. So we'll keep taking a look there. Felice, I think I see enough to know that I think he's going to be a glove first guy with some pop potential. Let's take a look. Maybe swap this up. That is crazy. Our team rank. Some of these guys really moving up here. If there's somebody that really stands out, I think we should maybe take a look at. Now I think is the time that we can go. I think we can go take a look at maybe some of these later round guys. Costa, again, got good pop, I think. Asuncion is an 18-year-old. Maybe take a little bit later. Fisher, no. John Hill. Who was the was that player I saw? I can't remember what position he was now, though. Brett Rios. I think he's going to be really solid out of the gate. Like, he looks like a surefire prospect, just one that doesn't have great upside, obviously. Try to find somebody with some excitement. Chip Moody, I think we'll take a look and just see if by chance he may be a little bit on the higher end, has moved up. But now, Adrian Ramirez really interested in taking a look at that. And now we will simulate here. Do get a win there. It's nice. Not get a win there. Do get a win there. And end up losing to the Mariners. So we're definitely struggling right now. But yeah, so we're about halfway through June, trying to keep things moving here in this series. We're 22 days away from the draft. Really need to kind of fine-tune who we are looking at, who we're most excited to maybe get. So I'll start trying to work on that. But yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out the other work that I have going on the channel. Going to be the Atlanta Hawks franchise and the Tulane Dynasty. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.